Welcome back, guys. It's another episode of Talkmen Tuesday. Sorry, Yizel, Angel Corrado. Before we started recording, what did I say, Sorry?
I told you that I was on a hot spot, and you said, well, why don't you get on a no spot?
A cool spot.
Oh, they said a no spot. Either way, terrible joke. Terrible joke.
Get it? Because he said hot spot. It's like physically hot, but he said hot spot like the name of a Wi-Fi spot. Is it a Wi-Fi spot? What is a hot spot, honestly?
I think it just takes the data from your phone to create its own internet.
Oh, you're on a hotspot?
Yeah, what's up on my hotspot?
That's gonna be a lot of data.
Jealous.
I got unlimited
data.
Huh?
I've got unlimited.
What?
Yeah, thanks, like, Mom and Dad. Shout out.
I would give you crap for that, but like I'm on my first plan too.
Yeah, back off.
Me and my sister were like talking about it. It's like, when do you think we should like get off their plan and like be on our own plan? And I'm like,
45, 46.
Let's just count it as a work benefit, okay? Okay.
There you go. I can't really do the same. I can't really count mine as a work benefit. Even though my work does give me a phone with unlimited data, I just forgot to bring it with me.
Oh,
yeah. Oh, well, right. Can't win them all.
Before we get into it, roll the intro. Welcome back, guys. Story's like moving from like left to right on the screen, trying to distract or trying to play with the screen.
YouTube is going to be seeing some funny stuff that the podcast people aren't going to be seeing. But that's why you can go over to youtube.com, angel.corrado2, and see what I'm talking about.
Boom.
At the 3-minute mark.
Yeah. Ooh, this is random, but I saw your sister started her own business.
Yeah.
I feel like it's really cool.
I'm not allowed to look on her website because apparently something that she made for the wedding is on the website that we can't see yet. So I can't really check out what the website looks like. But yeah, she's making custom print like on boards and stuff like that for people for like special occasions and stuff. So
it's custom prints?
Yeah, so like she does like the handwriting and whatnot on, again, like if it's like a board or I don't know. See, again, it helps if you can see the website, which I can't.
So I thought it was like wood design. It's like woodwork. So it's not woodwork?
Well, it is. It is.
Oh, yeah. So it's like a mixture of that and prints and woodwork.
Mm-hmm. And her husband does some. Her husband does some like metal work, like makes metal into artwork too. So, but I think that's like just like a side thing that he does. It's nothing like crazy.
Are you convinced him to get on TikTok?
No. Why? You're gonna get banned in what? 30 days or so?
Yeah, their financials are definitely gonna get a cut. Hopefully, we'll see. In 30 days, a lot can happen. Yeah. Then China came back with like the threat of like, we're not gonna let Chinese companies get bullied into being bought off. I'm like, oh, well then, hopefully people can like take TikTok off the table. Leave TikTok alone.
Yeah, but it's like, it's not even just TikTok. It's like the parent company, which is Byte something, whatever. It's like anything that comes from them, I believe, is going to be permanently banned from the U.S. too. And so their backup plan of using Byte, I don't think is going to be working.
Uh-huh. Oh no. Byte is not owned by ByteDance.
Oh, it's not?
So Byte is a whole separate app that some of the founders of Vine created with it's basically Vine 2.0
Oh,
because Vine
gotcha.
got bought out by Twitter and
Hmm.
then died and yeah, they couldn't monetize to
Yeah.
continue, so they just like kept losing money, I guess, or not making money. They lost money, so they quit that, and so um Byte started to come out. But when you compare it to TikTok, it's like the algorithm of the TikTok.
Yeah.
It's just it knows what you like and it keeps giving it to you.
Hmm.
So you're just on it.
Yep. I've got a lot
I
of
love how like
puppy videos on mine, and I enjoy it. Little
I love
cute
when something like new
animals.
comes in. It's like how does it know that I like all these? Like it just gets sucks me into it. Like the algorithm is really good.
Yeah. I'm sure there's something to do with like the longer you watch the video for. Like if you watch it through once, if you watch it through twice, then it knows like whatever, if it's the hashtags or just like what's in the video, then it's like it bumps that up the ratings a little bit.
Yep.
But if you only watch things for like a second and you scroll, it's like, okay, no.
Right. Oh yeah. So yeah, convince your sister to go on TikTok because the reach, or what is it?
The
The
audience
organic,
for it.
yeah, the organic reach would be better than any other social platform in the current moment. And if she goes like from start to finish on a project, I don't know why. Do you find it satisfying to watch like begin to end like projects?
Yes, and I hate it because there's this one on TikTok that I'm watching. It's these two people that are doing a van, like they bought a van and they stripped down the van and they're making it like their home. And
Uh,
I like got on it at the very beginning of the project start, and so they're doing like this is day one because like it's just their real time, and I just want to see what the end product is, but I can't because they're not done with it, and it's like frustrating to me.
I can only imagine. I'm just like, yeah. I got sucked into this guy who does bathroom remodeling, and so he just does strictly bathrooms, and I don't know why I find it so fascinating to like figure out like how he does what he does. And yeah, he goes live and like he's working while going live. I just find that so fascinating watching somebody work.
Well, you should probably be working. You're watching somebody else work.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah. And then yeah. So the goal is to get your sister to go on TikTok and do like, I guess now she go on Instagram and do reels too. Because Instagram came out
Yeah.
with reels now. Reels like the competition of TikTok. It's like how Instagram copied stories. Oh, they were inspired.
It's their own algorithm, they swear.
As somebody, I forgot what Congress person, um, somebody from Congress asked Mark Zuckerberg, like, do you copy other apps ideas or like features? Is like, well, I forgot what he used, but he didn't say like straight copy. It was like they inspire us, or they like we take into account.
Yeah. Like
He
what's
said it so
doing well,
elegantly.
what's not doing well. Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, you say you straight up copy somebody, then that's copyright infringement right there, and then they can get you. But it's like if you, the show Silicon Valley on Hulu, it goes
Mhm.
like I think it's on Hulu or maybe it's HBO. No, it's definitely HBO. But like it's like all about coding and stuff like that. These people that are making this big app basically,
Mhm.
but it's like yeah, if you back code it and you just find out the pieces that make it up, you can switch up little things here and there to make it unique where they can't get you for it. But like it's the same exact thing, which again, you see with Instagram stories compared to Snapchat stories. Again, literally the same thing, but technically they're a little bit different.
Uh huh. Huh. Yeah. So, We'll see how Instagram does against TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, they tried to do it as a separate app, Lasso, but that didn't work out. So they integrated it. Once again, this is coming from a guy who's headline reading. Okay, so this may be not true at all.
No, believe it, 100%. Just dive right in. We're committed to the story.
Okay, so apparently the app name was Lasso. Yeah, they're testing that, but it didn't do so well. So now they're integrating it into it, and it rolled out this week. It's pretty cool. I still haven't done a reel though, but I'll probably do one this week, maybe tomorrow, about my workout.
Um,
Have you thought about reels? Reels.
well, I just want to point out, if you Google Lasso app, as of July 1st, 2020, Facebook is shutting down Lasso. It's TikTok clone.
Yep. Yeah,
Look at that. Look at you knowing your stuff.
that was a good article then. It was very accurate. I'm like, oh, I did not know that because I knew Facebook was testing with a different app in like South America. Again, headline reading, a similar app to TikTok, and so they wanted to roll it out. And like, I guess the app didn't work out too well, so they're integrating with Instagram.
So what are reels? Or is that just like a bunch of photos together? I guess no, because they already have that. What are reels?
It's basically, you know how there's IGTV and they try to integrate that with Instagram.
Yeah.
So like that, but TikTok added into Instagram type of thing
Huh.
with a lot less editing features, which I think that's what helped TikTok. Like the editing makes it so easy to edit. So
Yeah.
it's similar, but I think they should work on basically the editing type to help you make content.
And I
So
just think it's so interesting too, talking about editing with TikToks. Like
uh-huh.
I like a new person going into it, I would just think, yeah, all I have to do is just use my phone, take a video, and like you can cut things up with your video, and that's it. But like that's not the case for like a lot of the big people. Like they do it on their cameras and then
The
like
quality
bring
on
it,
their cameras.
yeah, quality on their cameras, and then bring it like over to their computers and then cut it up there and then bring it back into the app to upload it. Like there's a lot more that goes into it.
Yeah. um, there's. I feel like I'm gonna call somebody out. If I ever meet these people, I'm sorry.
Do it. Shots fired.
It was
Talkman
funny.
Tuesday starts
They were.
beef.
It was a commercial of TikTok, of course, of an editing software.
Called what?
And these big, huh?
What's the editing
Of
software called?
video editing software.
What's it
I don't
called?
want to say. I don't want to say the name.
I know that's
A
what I'm
video
trying to
editing
get
software.
you.
And these famous TikTokers were like, "This is how we edit our videos," and they're in YouTube videos explaining how they edit their videos before.
And they
They
don't
didn't
use that
mention that app.
software.
Yeah, they didn't mention that software. So it's like, did you just change that now? What is this? Are they paying you for this? Maybe. For those just listening in, I'm making a freaking like sarcastic remark, like
Was it iMovie?
sarcastic. Yeah, I think some of them even just like use the actual TikTok app, especially when like some people are just starting out and they want to like crank out like 3 to 6, 3 to 10 a day. Yeah, because you can't do all those special like film outside and edit them in a
Yeah.
computer for like 10 a day, because those take time. Even though it might be like 15 seconds a minute to edit, those things are like a long time.
Was the
But yeah,
software that they were on the commercial, was it iMovie?
no,
Was it
iMovie's
Adobe
free.
Rush? Was it Adobe Rush?
I'm not saying names.
Was it InShot Video Editor, Timber, Funimate, Vismato, UCut, Splice, Filmmaker Pro Video Editor, Filmora Go?
I played the
I'm gonna say
first.
it's Adobe Rush.
You can probably go on TikTok and find that commercial. Ooh. Um, Did you happen to be on TikTok on July 31st or August 1st?
No, was that when they were supposed to be shutting down?
No.
Oh.
There's a there's a viral video that said this girl got an iPhone X for guess how much? Guess how much?
I'm gonna say it's really cheap for $25.
How much is an iPhone X regularly?
I want to say it's probably a couple thousand. Let's
Is
see.
it?
iPhone X price. Oh, $500 refurbished on eBay.
So it's probably like 600, 700.
I would guess. Or
Oh,
it looks like it kind of stays around 500.
okay. So not as low as $25, but still $99 for an iPhone X.
That's
This
like insanely cheap.
this girl made a viral TikTok that was like, I just got a iPhone X phone, for $99, and she explained how she got it because her friend somehow told her about it, that like, hey, at Walmart iPhone X's are $99, and so this girl went to Walmart, went to like the tech department and was like, could I see an iPhone X? And like, can you ring that up? And like it rung up as the $99. She's like, I'll take it too.
Oh, that's ridiculous. Turn a profit on those.
Yeah. And so that went viral. That got over like 1.5 million views. And so people were going everywhere to go get iPhone X's. I'm not sure it was a glitch or something, but
Yeah.
$99. It came out of, I'm guessing it was probably somebody messed up. But
Yeah.
it was announced on BrickSeek, which is a website to tell you deals that are going
tech.
on.
Yeah.
And so that popped up, and so she made a TikTok video, it went viral, and I saw it a week later. So I looked up my Walmart, and iPhone X's prices were like $700. So I didn't get.
There was an IU fraternity. Did you hear
Mm,
about this? It was when I guess it was in 2017, but
huh.
I just googled it. IU fraternity jumps on too good to be true Menards deal. Basically, they bought $1.5 million worth of lawn chairs just for $52 because there was a glitch in the online system for Menards, and so they bought a crap ton of lawn chairs just for $52.
Uh-huh.
and um, and what was it? The chairs normally retailed for $358. They ended up buying
Each.
4,200. Yeah, each. But they listed for just a penny a piece.
Uh-huh. Oh, I would have done the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're.
Yeah. I mean, $52. And it was really, if it was all done correctly, it should have been $1.5 million.
Dude, even if you sell them at half the price, they'll be gone. Like
Oh,
20%
yeah.
off. And then, yeah, you just gotta worry about shipping, and yeah, you'll be set. Oh,
Yeah. I mean, like things like that, I feel like there's so like once in a couple of years thing to have like a glitch like that. But then I feel like as soon as it is, like you just hear crazy stories about people taking advantage of it.
mm-hmm. uh, it probably, I want to say it probably happens more often than we think, but they probably catch it before somebody big gets a big
Yeah.
order or some
Yeah.
a viral video happens, because then that's when it messes up.
Yeah.
Shoot. Like we have price mistakes here, and we're like, oh darn it.
Whoops. Can't win them all.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I'm sure it's
yeah,
nothing like $350 to $52 down to a penny. I feel like you would catch those.
yeah, that's insane. Ours is like $2 or $3. We're like, oh darn it. And you really gotta like live up to the price there, because then or else the customer gets really mad. And yeah,
Yeah.
you're like, oh.
Oh, for sure. You can't be like, oh, I know it's listed right there as this, but we actually charge this. It's like, well, no, it's listed for that. So,
Yeah. So, hmm. Hmm. Oh yeah. Sorry. Guess what?
chicken butt.
I haven't posted last week's podcast.
I give
Sorry.
all of this quality material and you just throw it aside. It's like you take my heart and you just throw it on the ground and stomp on it, Angel. Oh my goodness. The people need our content.
I'm trying to make like stompy noises, but is that stompy noises?
And it sounds like you're hitting something.
Yeah, but hopefully I'll get last week's episode in probably tonight, and then maybe this week's episode in like Wednesday. Hopefully.
Hopefully. Will it happen? Who knows?
Ooh, how's Chicago doing with this whole COVID thing?
Better. Than obviously we were a couple weeks ago or like months ago or so. But the big thing is just last night there were massive riots down the Magnificent Mile, which is like the big shopping district, and so there were more
Uh-huh.
riots over there. And then today, apparently Chicago had 80 to 100-mile-an-hour winds, and like a massive storm just rolled through, and there were tornado warnings and stuff. But I am in southern Indiana, so I got to experience none of that, thankfully, because I'm doing wedding things. But yeah, so Chicago's not doing so hot. But COVID wise, we're doing great. It's just everything else.
I don't hear we're like wondering like how it's gonna be with the students back,
Yeah.
because a lot of it's gonna be virtual classes, but it's like it's college students.
Yeah.
It's like they could definitely party if they have downtime.
Yeah.
And I don't think they're gonna be wearing masks at parties.
Well, I know I wouldn't be. How are you gonna drink a beer if you're wearing a mask?
I actually have a mask that like has a little hole on the side. In your straw, you can put your.
I thought that's supposed to be used for like a filter.
Yeah. It has a little covering over it, so you have to lift up the covering, and then it has a hole. And then drinking, you can put the covering back. I just did it for the TikTok, and when I take it out, I'm like, "Look at this, guys," and then just put it away.
At least you got the TikTok out of it.
And then like I'm like, I know it sucks because it has U of I, but like it's pretty cool. And I see that in front of like two U of I grads. Their jaw just drops like, you know, we graduated from there. I'm like, yeah, that's why.
You need a
like,
Purdue
it's not Purdue,
one.
so yeah. I tried to get her to do a Purdue one, but she wasn't buying it. So like, darn it. I think, yeah, it would have been too much material just for one. Too much hassle. So I'm like, oh, maybe next time.
Did you hear that Big Ten might be canceling the football season?
They did cancel it.
Is it official?
Yeah.
How
Official.
sad.
I think they were arguing about it, and then Big Ten just comes out with, yeah, with an option to spring. So they're planning on doing spring. Yeah, my nephew's soccer season, yeah, also got canceled, and with the hope of
Dang.
a spring option. But he's like, that's what I live for. I'm like, yeah.
Well,
So
get a ball and start dribbling around. I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
Luckily, he still has a club team, so they practice more.
Yeah.
And yeah, after that announcement was made, high school practices were like, yeah, we're done. So
Yeah.
there's no point to them until spring.
Yeah. I've got a buddy that works at the Big Ten network. And so like they they do all like the TV coverage for the Big Ten games, and so I'm sure that there's like a bunch of craziness that's happening over there now because of this.
Yeah, yeah. Like, what are all those people gonna do? The ones that, that their jobs are to report, film, just like big football.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how much of like how much of a business football is, and like it brings a lot of money in, a lot of activity. People love sports.
Oh yeah. Have you been following like the NBA or anything like that?
The
You have?
bubble.
Yeah. I mean, just like the games that I've been playing. Like, I've
Yeah.
been like every once in a while. I haven't watched like a single game yet, but like I just seen news on it, and I'm like, I feel like I should have been like, like I should be like a lot more into it, but I'm kind of just like, the Chicago Bulls aren't playing, and I still have the mindset of like, there's no sports on. It's weird. It's like I don't know.
Yeah. I don't watch the games, but like I just watch the Instagram highlights, which are pretty cool. Ooh, I love the fact that Luka Doncic, do you know how to say it?
Doncic or something.
Doncic.
Yeah.
He was asked what he thought, or he was in an interview and like what he thought about him being on the most improved player list or top 3, and like he said, who votes for this stuff? And the reporter goes, a journalist, including myself. He's like, you should take me off the list and put Devontae Graham on it. And guess who Devontae Graham is?
That's the guy that you got the card for.
Yes.
Not
He's
the
the
one
one
card,
I'm
like
most.
the 82,000 cards.
He is the one I am most invested in. So
Yeah.
when Lucas says that when he's a second year player, that's pretty good. I love those like what was it? Undervalued? Under yeah.
Underrated.
Underrated. There you go. That's the word. Underrated players. So ooh, we're talking about sports cards. I messed up on not buying Lionel Messi's first prism or Cristiano Ronaldo's first prism. They were like $5 to $10 at the beginning of the year. Guess how much they are now? Graded in like PSA 10 perfectly.
Oh, PSA 10. I'll say 2,300.
You're actually pretty close, yeah.
Heck yeah, that's like the first one I've ever gotten close at. Usually I am so far off.
They went from like literally last week was like 1,200, 1,500 to like 2,300, 2,500, and we're like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Like,
That's what I'd sell. I'd sell the heck out of it. If you got it for like $5-10.
somebody got Instagram photo of like them having like 100, and this other guy got like 10 of each. I want to say all his 10s were PSA 10. He submitted them and got them back, and like took a photo of like 10 Cristiano Ronaldo prism, first prism, which is like 2014, and 10 Lionel Messi's prisms, and they're like I said, $2,000 a grand times 20, and we're like, that's like
Yeah.
down payment, like 20, 40
40K for
grand
something.
for what he probably paid. $10 a
200.
pop.
Yeah.
$10 a pop. Yeah, 200 and graded 12 each. So let's say 22 a card for like 20, 25. So yeah,
440.
400, 500. Convert that to 40 grand in a matter of less than a year. Less than a year. But then again, it's like stocks. You can be like good on paper, but then like when it comes down to it, we're just hoping that things don't happen like the Great Depression.
Stop bringing that up. This is now the third podcast in a row that you brought up the Great Depression. Come on.
Okay, on paper, I'm doing great, but everybody who was in the Roaring '20s thought they were doing great.
You know what's coming.
I just want to like get
Hello,
informed
depression.
enough to like know, make sure I'm good, and yeah, don't lose everything. Yeah, because on paper I'm great. I am honestly great.
I am flying high. Nobody's gonna stop me.
The only like I'm just upset that I didn't see that subset of like how underpriced they were, knowing that basketball first year prisms were all going up in value, and it's like that's how you find undervalued cars or subsets, and like you invest in them hard like he did, and yeah,
Yeah.
throw in $500, come out with 40 grand in a freaking year. Yeah, it's crazy.
But hey, with Graham potentially, you might be doing pretty well in a bit. So
Yeah.
again, long game, but
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, yeah. I'm good with the things I have. I just get upset when I have misses. Like, why didn't I think of that? Like, it was clearly obvious with basketball. You know, it's gonna go into soccer, and because soccer cards aren't that popular, the print run of the cards are lower than basketball. So, like, Luka Doncic, PSA 10s. I think they hit 2 grand. They went up immensely because he played really well 2 games ago. They went from selling at 1,200 to like close to 2,000 now. And so his print runs like in the thousands, right? PSA 10s. Now, could you imagine like in soccer, which people um get scared when there's like 5,000 print runs, when that's like relatively small compared to like the NBA print
yeah.
runs. Okay, that's enough of my sports cards. Else, yeah. Yeah.
I feel like we've turned into the sports card podcast, which I mean, I'm fine with. I think it's interesting. I think it's crazy just like how dramatic the changes can be. Again, like you said, within a year. And it's something that if you're ahead of it, like you're feeling pretty solid.
Yeah. Like people who've been in the game of sports cards like don't believe it, and like are always thinking like there's gonna be a downturn, like there's gonna be a downturn, and the
Yeah.
prices just keep going up. It's like 15 grand for a LeBron.
Well, I mean, you also think that there's going to be a Great Depression, so you are right in your boat.
I just want to
So,
know, I just want to know like the key factors of like, okay, uh, how do we know like things going down the gutter real quick? Because if things go down the gutter real quick, I just got a piece of cardboard. So,
I mean, true.
mm,
True. Let's just not think like that. Positive thoughts, all good
right.
things.
I'm doing great. Right now, I'm doing great.
I'm not worried at all.
I'm not worried at all. Ah! Yeah. But yeah, I'm actually signed up for a lot of sports podcasts now. Okay, how's your life story?
How's life?
Yeah. How's wedding planning? You're 2 months away.
I know. Oh, it's crazy. It's like I don't know. It's just weird to think that I think it's 68 days total. Like I guess yeah, it's the 10th, so I got 2 months and 7 days. Somebody help me. Send help, please. I don't want to do this anymore.
Don't let Candace hear this.
That's why I was quiet.
This story currently at the future in-laws place. Saying, I don't want to do this. I
But
kid. If you get
Yeah.
into the podcast, listens it to 35 minutes in, her playing it in the background, looking you dead in the eyes. What was this about?
Nothing. No.
And then someone comes out with, I needed content.
Yeah. But no, I mean, on a serious note, it's just all the detail stuff that we're working through now, which is good. So, I mean, I'll be happy when like it gets even closer and closer, and even though I know like the stress levels will go up, but
Mhm.
I feel like as we're getting things ironed out, like it's just a good gauge of how you're doing. So,
Mm. Mm.
but yeah, still terrifying, but in a good way. It's like a good nervous.
It's good. Oh yeah, I'll try to put in my sizes soon. I'm one of those guys who hasn't put in their sizes. And this chat already beat me to it. I'm like, ah. Yeah, I just need to get that tape measuring out and then do the sizes. And it will be good. So you're not too happy with me.
I was just staring him down.
Yeah, I'm not looking at I'm not looking at the laptop. Nope.
Oh, if I can't see you, you can't see me.
Like, yeah.
Just like cover your hands over my face on the screen so you can't see my face. But no, I can track everything on my end. I can see who hasn't done it, who's made an account, who hasn't made an account, who's put in their stuff but just haven't submitted it. Like I can see everything. You can't hide from me, Angel. I will come for you.
Wait, you said who hasn't made an account? So there's people who have not made an account yet?
No, I'm not sure if there is. I haven't checked in a while. I'll check right now.
That'll make me feel a lot safer because I'm like, I at least made an account.
I
I was
made
like,
an
I just
account.
got
I
to
just
the part.
haven't put anything in it yet.
Yeah, I just got to the sizes part, and they're like, you can guess if you want. I'm like, I don't want to guess for this. I want measurements down, so hopefully the first time they send me things, I'll actually fit.
Let's see my events. Continue. Oh man.
Sawyer is currently checking.
I have multiple accounts in here. Oh, I forgot what the real one was. I know Candace knows it. She knows everything.
it's
Yeah,
her big
you
day,
win
Sawyer.
this time.
Don't mess it up.
I'm
I
not
have
sure
at least
what the
made
account. Well, good. I'm glad. I'm glad you made an account.
I just got to the point where like sizes were out. I'm like, oh. And then the question of like, do you want to buy the suit or do you want to rent the suit? I'm like, oh, I just need to wear it 3 times to get like my money's worth. But then I'm like, am I actually gonna wear it 3 times within the next year? And I'm like, the past 2 years don't look that great in like formal settings, in which I have gone to like a formal setting where I needed a suit.
Just wear the suit every day to work. I'm sure you'd feel very comfortable wearing that.
Oh,
you would fit in perfectly.
When I would need to pick like a 50-pound bag of something, of rice or something.
Well, just say you can't do it because you're wearing a suit, and then people have to respect that.
Ma'am, I'm not gonna be able to help you, so you can go pick it up yourself.
Make sure you bend with your knees.
So, I don't know. We'll see. But hopefully within this week, I'll fill it out, and then so you can rest a little bit easier that night. You probably won't know until like the 31st.
Well, no, I'll know. I'll know because I'll check it, and then I'll check the stat. What was that?
Darn it! Don't have to do it. Okay. Wedding October.
Mm-hmm. How's your TikTok, I guess, popularity been going? Still on the rise?
It's still I haven't been posting as much, so it's like plateaued right now. I
Yeah.
only post like once a day. Since my sister like moved and like basically got another job, so she only helps out like half the week, and so the half week she's not here, I'm basically here.
Yeah.
So they added more. So I'm trying to like either find a routine to like make content and post it, and then just like do it quickly instead of because I don't have that much time to think about it and like go
Yeah.
for it. So yeah, and so yeah, it's plateaued, but eh, I think the videos where like you go into a business. I've told you this before. Like go into a business, ask them what they want, like free video, and then like you do a free video. Those tend to do really well.
Yeah.
Like they pick up stream. Like I pe- think I think people like the story that tells it, and then you can actually deliver it with like a good product. Like wow.
Mhm.
So I'm probably gonna do that more. But once I get into like the habit of like, yeah, basically I need to post more and it's plateaued.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like a crazy thing. I mean, when as you get busier, like your focus kind of has to go more towards the family business and everything like that, and you can't just keep the amount of focus on TikTok too. But I
Mm.
mean, it's a double-edged sword then. So then you're gonna plateau a little bit just because you have to help out more. And how's the
um,
gym? I'm bringing this up because I care. How's the gym? Are you on a winning streak or a losing streak this week?
this week, one
Are you
oh
0 for
no
1?
0 oh 1. I'm on 1. I'm not 1-0. Oh what?
Oh man,
Guess last week. Guess last week what the score was.
oh
Or did I put
5.
one? Yep. Like I wake up at 4:50, right? I wake up. I definitely wake up every day, and I'm like, question: more sleep for 2 hours or go work out? And guess what happens?
You go back to bed.
I choose sleep. Uh, but yeah, hopefully we'll see next week. Hopefully it will at least be better than
Why
last
are
week.
you counting this entire week out? You go, hopefully we'll see next week. You still have 4
Well,
more days of
okay,
this week.
we'll see the results next week, as in the podcast. But yeah, I feel fairly confident. I always feel fairly confident the night before, and then when I wake up before 50, it's another story. I'm
I
like
feel like what you
two
got to
hours.
do is you got to just got to do try aim for 2 days this week and try to get back on a trend. 2 days and then next week is 3 days. Because if you just say I'm going to go all 4 days, like unless you're good at snapping right back into it, I feel like it's going to be a lot more intimidating for you when you're waking up because you're like, well, I mean, I already missed out one day. Like I want to do a full week, and then next week you're going to be 2 weeks back without having gone, and it's going to be easier and easier to say no.
You know what really messed me up? When I noticed that other people canceled their reservations. And then I'm like, wow, you can do that. People have been
How
doing that. I always thought it was bad, especially when we first like were allowed to go back in the gym. You had to like reserve your spot, and they had a limited quantity, so like 8, and we usually have 12. And sometimes it would fill up all the way. So like if we didn't go, it's like you ruined somebody's spot of potentially going.
Hmm.
So that made me feel bad. But then they bumped it up to 10, and I kept noticing people would like sign up at the night before but not show up. I'm like, oh, people are canceling. People are doing that. I could do that too.
Well, so have you signed up every single time so far and just not shown up?
I found even a better way to do that. You have to like you could sign up at before 5. So like in the past 2 weeks, if I decide to go, I'm like, I would like sign up at 4:50. I'm like, okay, I'm good. But previously, before that, I think I went a good solid week or 2 weeks where like I would cancel, and then I'm like, this is bad. This is real
Yeah,
bad. I'm sorry,
yeah.
canceling.
The owner probably hates you or hated you for doing that. Like,
But then I noticed that more people than I thought would do that. So I think it's like very common in the morning.
hey, if they jump off a bridge, would you jump off a bridge, Angel, or
How
no?
high is
Would
it?
you? Would you? That's actually a good question. I didn't think about that.
It was like 2 feet. I'm like, why not?
Cannonball.
So, yeah, we'll see. And then your wedding's coming up too. While somebody says those photos are forever. So, I gotta bring back my insanity, boss.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Candace and I realized that a lot of people were going on wedding diets for our wedding except for us. And so we're like, we should probably start a wedding diet.
How'd you hear that people were going on a wedding diet for your wedding?
They told us. I said, oh, that's nice. We're not yet.
Yeah,
And
yeah, I know somebody wedding diet's like a whole year beforehand. And like I remember this lady who like was on a wedding
you're
diet.
telling me it's a whole year beforehand and it's 68 days and I haven't started yet.
Well,
Oh
I know this
gosh.
lady who did that, yeah, a whole year beforehand. And she's like, no, I have a wedding. So like, she's basically like, you have to take care of myself before the wedding. I'm like, damn. So she ordered soup at like a really nice restaurant. Like we were at a birthday party and she ordered soup. And I'm like, I guess that's the wedding diet. And we went to B Dubs. She didn't get anything.
How do you not get anything at B-Dubs? What, the celery and carrots, you weirdo? No, you get wings at B-Dubs. Yeah. And you eat them. Oh,
Luckily,
funny story.
huh.
Oh, I was gonna say, there is a Facebook post going around for Buffalo Wild Wings' 39th birthday anniversary, and if you share it and you like it and you comment on it,
Uh-huh.
then you get 50 free boneless wings. Um, Apparently, it's not true, but I did it because it ends at 9 o'clock today, and I'm
Uh-huh.
like, oh, well, I'm already in. I'm just gonna see what happens.
Like that would be a lot of people, and then I would first like figure out is the actual B Dubs Facebook page, is that like the legit Facebook page or not?
Yeah, so it wasn't because I got confused because I liked the actual page,
Uh,
but this one said I hadn't liked it yet, so I was like, yeah, maybe just unliked it. So I re-liked it.
yeah, I see those go around, especially for like air flights, commercial airlines. Like they
Yeah,
contact you for your airline, and like you go to the page and like that's not the official website.
yeah.
Because
Well,
yeah, when it's like everybody who likes it, I'm like that's like thousands of people.
mm-hmm.
Like that would take too much time for somebody. Yeah.
Yeah. And I realized, like, after I shared it, then
Huh.
like a couple of my friends shared it right after me, and I'm like, well, I'm in too deep now. I'm just spreading this scam. So if you're my friend, please don't share that link.
I saw that. I actually saw your post, and I'm like, I clicked on it, and but then I didn't like do too much investigating. I'm like, I just saw the number of shares already. I'm like, I don't think a company will pay an employee to go through everybody's inboxes and send them fee
I
50
know.
free.
Because there's thousands upon thousands of people. Could you imagine having to do that?
That would take probably the whole year. Yeah.
And I'm a Y, so I will get it at the very end.
Probably more than a year. Yeah, yeah. So after that, I didn't even go into like, is the website legit? Because I'm like, yeah, if I would have like believed it a little bit more if it was like 10, 20, 50 people at max will get it randomly. Then I
Yeah.
see an employee getting paid $50 to like choose 50 people, thousands of people. Yeah. Okay. Do we have a question of the day?
Have you ever been scammed? I'm kidding. It's not scam. We're gonna say, have you ever fallen victim to a false advertisement or a false promotion? And that's mine. That's mine that I'm gonna say yes to, even
Uh,
though it hasn't been proven to be false. I am going to use my better judgment and say that I've been bamboozled.
uh, uh, to an advertisement.
Like, have you ever clicked a link you shouldn't have clicked because it said, get something for free?
But then they ask for your login information, and I'm like, I'm not gonna do that.
But you've clicked.
I clicked, but then
You've
you know
clicked.
it's false when they ask for your login information.
But you still clicked.
You gotta test it out, and then like you know it's false when it's like
you gotta feel the waters a bit to see
and then you're
how
like,
scammy
oh,
is this.
yeah.
Yeah, I've gotten a lot of those too. When it's like just the bad links when you're trying to watch like a TV show or something, and it's like not on Netflix, and so you're trying to just randomly stream it, and so you'll get like random websites.
Or like, I remember this message was like, I found 9 photos of you on this website. Check it out. Like, you won't believe what they have on you. Like, check it out. I click the link. Ask for your login information. I'm like, no.
Like I should be already logged in if this was legit.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm already logged in. You don't need my login information. I know. One of my aunts one time got scammed for like a free vacation. That all you had to do is pay the damage deposit, and they send you a check to pay for that damage deposit. But the way they do it is like you deposit the check into your bank, and so you'll have supposedly the accounts in your account. It takes 2 or 3 days to process, of course, but you would think that it's already there and like it's legit. So you deposit that amount for like the deposit that they gave you, and let's say it was like $500 or so. Turns out, after you deposit it in like a money order form or something to an account, the check doesn't go through. So instead of you thinking they gave you $500 on the check, they gave you a false check that doesn't go through, and you lost $500.
Huh.
But those are more commonly known back in the day. Like, you want a free vacation? All you gotta do is pay the damage or pay the deposit, but we'll send you a check to pay for it. We just gotta confirm by basically depositing this money into an account, and they ask you to get a money order.
People are tricky. Any way that they can get money from people, they'll try it.
Yeah. We used to get calls every week, and we're like, we're calling from our manager sent us, and we're like, really? What's our manager's name? Yeah. They like give an acronym to like F you. I'm like, okay then. I got to go.
Yeah. Sorry. I get your automobile insurance is almost up. We need to talk to you. It's like, no, you're down. Bye.
I get those calls too.
Yeah.
The first time I had it, I thought that was real. I'm like, how do they know?
Yeah.
Oh, like,
Oh my gosh. Who do I need to call?
Yeah. All right.
But yeah, that can be our question of the day. And so for those of you that are listening on YouTube, shoot us over a comment with if you ever have, and then if you want to go into a story, go for it. We can read through that. Or you can also shoot us over your stories to talkmentuesday@gmail.com, and we will read through those as well. And again, we look forward to hearing what you guys have to say there. But we thank you, as always, for taking some time out of your weeks, your quarantines, to listen to us. It means a lot. And let us know what your feedback is, as always. Any way that we can improve, we are more than happy to do so to make the listening experience better for you guys. That sounded just weird me saying, but let us know any feedback that you have. And as always, like I said, we appreciate you listening in, and I guess catching you guys on the next episode. For all those listening to us on the podcast platforms, leave a like, share it, do whatever you can. If you are listening on YouTube, again, leave a like there, subscribe to the Angel.Corrado 2, and we look forward to talking with you guys in the next episode. Stay safe, social distance, wash your hands.
Bye, guys.